Hey, hi, hello, what's up? My name is Megan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I honestly wasn't planning on filming. I did this look as a get ready with me on my Instagram stories, which I will link my Instagram handle below if you're curious in following me. And I loved it so much that I just wanted to come on and chat about it and share with you all what I used. So if that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned. If not, that's okay too. But if you do like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell before you leave. So for starters, I'm gonna just go over what I used for my base today. I started in with the Glow Lust from Glow by Auric. I have the shade Selenite, and honestly, I really love this formulation. This is a good shade for me in the summer because I have a little bit more of a self-tan going on most of the time, unless I get lazy with it, which to be honest, man, self-tanning is work. It is work. But yeah, I really love this and I've been enjoying it, and it makes for a really good hydrated dewy base. So I highly recommend this one. Then catastrophe struck. I went in with the Kylie Jenner concealer from Kylie Cosmetics. They had this on sale, and I think it's still on sale for like $5. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. The shade is really beautiful. It works really well for me. I'm just swatching it so you guys can see. This shade worked really well for my under eyes. I really enjoyed it. However, I've had this for like a month now, and I'm 99% sure that it's already going bad. It was separating really bad in the component, but I was like, you know, some formulas are a little bit different, so I was shaking before use. And then today when I applied this, it was literally separating all over my face and under my eyes. Like, I literally had it blended out and then a whole line of just like product, that just a line of product where it had separated, and it looked freaking terrible. So I ended up taking it all off, reapplying my Auric, and going in, which, that being said, oh my goodness, my nose is so itchy right here. Don't you guys hate that when it happens? But that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this because there's no point. It doesn't, like, there's no reaction out of my skin or anything, so I don't think that it's going to, you know, cause any kind of breakouts. But I'm not someone who blemish conceals often, if at all. I'm just lucky in that department, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. That was weird. I don't know what was going on, but oh my gosh, it was like so itchy right there. So after I wiped that off, I went in with my RMS Beauty concealer. This one is in the shade 11. It's their Uncover Up concealer. I've had this for about a year now. The only reason that I had stopped using it was because it was a little bit deep for me in the winter months, but now I think that it's actually like a really great shade for my self-tan time. It has a really deep dip in it because I was using this to cut my crease. I probably will still use it to cut my crease, but I really love this concealer. It's like a really good medium coverage, doesn't seek into my fine lines or separate or anything weird like that. It's a good one, which is good because it's also an expensive one, but I really enjoy it. I then went in for bronzer again with the HalfCaked bronzer in the shade That Is So Last Summer. I love these, and honestly, I think I've talked about this before. I can't remember. I'll probably repeat myself more than one time throughout this channel. But I have a pretty large collection, so when I'm wanting to reach for something over and over again, I really just feel like that says a lot about a product, and I want to make sure that I'm using it while I am like craving it. So I've pretty much been using this all week, even though it hasn't been in my bi-weekly basket, but it's just something that I love so much. It looks so good in my opinion. It blends out really effortlessly. It lasts a long time, and it is so affordable. Like this little guy right here was $8, not to mention they're always having like sales and stuff running. So I know a lot of people get them on sale for like $5 to $6. Super affordable and 100% worth trying out. For blush, I pulled out my little Blush and Bloom cheek and lip duo from Jouer. I have this one is called Celebrate. So the shades it has are Promise Me and Celebrate Me. These are really cool. It just pops off there, and then you have the product on this end and on this end. Really unique. Definitely something like, I don't want to say like new because I have other cream blushes, but the packaging is really unique. Honestly, I think it would be really great for travel too when we're able to do that. I used the Promise Me side today, which is this shade. Swatch it really quick. Super pretty. I love that shade. In my opinion, it's gorgeous. My favorite way to apply is just by using like a Real Techniques. I think this is like one of the cheek brushes or something. And I literally just dip it onto the top there, and then I apply it where I want. The nice thing about this formula is it's honestly, you can blend it out to be really sheer if that's what you're into, but like you can also build it up to pack a punch. Today I built it up a little bit more because I knew I was going to be going over it with a powder foundation. I already knew that I was going to be going over it with a powder foundation, which is why I built the products underneath up a little bit to be a little more pigmented so they would still be coming through my foundation. I used the Tarte Shape Tape foundation. This one is in the shade 33N. I recently repressed this one, which is why it doesn't look pretty. It gets a lot of use. I went in today with a flat kabuki brush and coated the brush and just stamped that onto my face. But yeah, I just stamped it on, and I really like the application method. I think that it holds up really well under a mask as well. And then I tried something a little bit different. Katie Jane Hughes she's always like using different products with smaller brushes to brighten things up. So I actually felt like I was looking a little dark throughout here because my setting powder that I like to use is marketed as translucent. However, it does have like a deep hue to it in my personal opinion. So I went in with my winter shade, which is 15 in. It's a fair light neutral from the same Tarte powder foundation line. And I just went in with a smaller brush like this and then started sweeping that across on the inner portions to lighten things back up. And I really feel like I liked the effect that had. You may not feel like it looks different, but I was like, oh, this is nice. But then for highlight, I just use my JSC highlight. This one is in the shade Diamond Wet. I use this on my eyes today as well, which I'll get into. And so I thought it would look nice if I used it as a highlight as well. It's not one that I normally use like on the daily, but it's a good one for when I'm wanting a little bit of extra pizzazz. We'll put it that way. For eyes, I of course primed with my Urban Decay Potion Primer. That is my holy grail. It's the only one that I use. It is so good. And then I just set my entire eye with the Aura shade from my Tati Beauty palette. This is actually I need to do a whole video of like talking about my projects. I know I said that I was probably going to do one like that, but I definitely need to, so you guys kind of have a background of what's going on with my projects, why, you know, some of them I'm using, I frequent, that kind of stuff. But I used this really pretty Aura shade here just to go ahead and set the base, get things ready to use some color. And I whipped out the e.l.f. and Jkissa collab. This one is unfortunately no longer available, and I know that sucks because like I am talking about products that you won't be able to pick up anymore. However, you can create the same kind of look with other shadows in your collection. I mean, you know, this is like a rainbow palette, and there are so many other rainbow palettes out there that you could easily recreate something like this with a similar color story in your collection. So that being said, first I actually went in with this blue shade here, Cannoli, and I hit a pan in it today. Look at it. It's such a baby pan. Baby pan. Really exciting moment though. So I went in with this, and that is what I used literally all over the lid, the crease, the transition, and that's what I really just buffed out to start to create the gradient of the color story. Then I decided to reach into this shade here. Might be better if I hold it this way. This one is Sadie, and it's a really pretty, light, vibrant purple. And that is what I concentrated on there in the crease, which it doesn't even look like it now, because the way that these two blended together, it created like a gorgeous deep blue, and it is literally just so pretty. I'm obsessed. So yeah, I really loved that. And then I went in with Reagan, this really pretty green shimmer. I hit pan on this today as well. And that is what I put all over on the inner here. And like, it pulls like a, I have dogs, so they may frequent interrupt, and that's why this cut is weird. But yeah, this green right here is what I took all over on the inner portion, and just like, oh my goodness, I can't even handle it. It's so pretty. Like, I love the way it came out. And yeah, I didn't even like try to keep it all together. I literally with my brush just made lines because I felt like it made it look like a little bit more of like a tropical plant or something. I don't know. You're just crazy, but that's what I thought. And then I layered these two on the lower lash line as well. And then I took the green shade too on the lower little bit there. But yeah. And then I just topped with a little bit of the JSC highlighter to give it a little bit more of a sparkle. And do you guys have any tricks for like this whole camera thing, like looking over here when I need to see what I'm doing over here? Like, why is it like that? Why? I hate that. But yeah, that's like pretty much all that I used for the eyes, the base. For lips, I went in with a favorite. This is the Kylie Cosmetics lip in the shade Candy K, and this is the velvet formulation. I know her mattes are pretty drying, but this formulation is so good in my opinion. It's a really comfortable mix between like a matte and a regular cream lipstick. It is my, I was gonna say it's my favorite formulation. It's probably a tie with her bullet lipsticks because super creamy. Love these. This is actually one of my favorite shades to wear. I think it's a really good nude for me, and I highly recommend the velvet formula. I know we don't really know what's going on with that brand as of now when I'm filming this, but I do love that product. And then, not to be redundant, but just for mascara today, I did use the Urban Decay Lash Freak mascara. It looks really nice. It's just super high maintenance when it comes to application, and so for that reason I'm kind of like meh about it. And then I used my Covergirl black ink liner just to tight line the top there, and then my Makeup by Mario on the waterline just to keep things bright. I didn't really want to do a wing today because I didn't want to distract from the eye look that was going on. But I think that it turned out really nice. Like, I'm very pleased with this look. I am very pleased. And that's just why I kind of want to, literally just put my hands in my swatches. Okay. That means, you know what that means? It means it's time for me to go. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this quick little rundown of this makeup chat. If you did, just be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one.